There are certain places you will come across in life that will just grab you by the collar and give you one shakedown and you'll never be the same again. Thailand was one of those for us. Our very first stop in Thailand was the Renaissance Hotel in Bangkok. It was about half-hour away from the airport by taxi. As expected, the service was faultless. With Thai tradition at hotels, they handed us a cold, fragrant towel and a cup of delicious iced tea on a very, very hot day that took us a bit to get used to. The gym was open 24 hours and the pool on the very top floor opened up at 6 a.m. Sleepy and yet wide awake from the jet lag, and of course 2 pounds lighter after shaving my beard off, we stopped by the Flavors restaurant for a breakfast buffet at the Renaissance Hotel the same morning. To our surprise, they had a make-your-own tom yum soup station and an omelet station, and of course we had both. The buffet here is endless, top-notch but a little on the pricey side if not included in your hotel rate. And yes, far superior than Las Vegas. JJ Market, a must-see, largest market in Bangkok, and I guarantee you'll get lost, just like I did. I'm looking for my wife.
So he found me, and I found some art for our house. We had the gentleman go buy some silver paint to pimp up this wooden carving for us. How do you like it now? We were going to take this wooden carving home come hell or high water. Well, high water in this case. We made it happen somehow, even though we almost ran out of cash to take a cab to the airport.
1, 2!
So we headed to Chiang Mai with the idea of finding rest and relaxation. While in Chiang Mai, we stayed at the Nirand Resort, a boutique hotel on the Ping River, just a short walk away from the famous Chiang Mai night market. Their little resort was tucked away, but exactly what we were looking for. Their saltwater pool was where we ended the day each evening, rain or no rain. Breakfast at the Time Riverfront Bar made for the perfect start to the day. You can see for yourself how serene the feel is here.
It's raining.
While in Chiang Mai, we took a cooking class to learn more about northern Thai dishes, something you don't see too often at your run-of-the-mill Thai restaurants in the US.
First, I will show you some ingredients that we will use for today. Okay, first one is this one. This is Shiak. Coriander seed. This one we add more in masman. Okay.
We got to visit a local market for ingredients and learn more about the herbs we used. With everything we got, we made khao soi, kind of like a coconut curry soup with noodles. You'll just have to believe me, there's no pictures because we were starving by the time we finished cooking.
got picked up at Nirand Hotel by the crew at the Elephant Nature Park in Chiang Mai, and the park is an elephant rescue and rehab center. One really important thing to us on this excursion was to be sure the elephants were happy and well taken care of. That was quite evident here. The rain made our time in the river with these magical creatures even more, let's say, fairy tale. One big tip I'll give you though is don't choose a elephant nature park that lets you ride the elephants. It's not natural to them.
The temples in Thailand are stunningly beautiful. We did several walking tours on our own in Chiang Mai to explore these. Just walking through each temple, we were filled with a sense of wonder and the serenity housed here. Do check it out if at all you're interested in architecture, history, or just want to bask in the beauty of it.
You could hire a local tour guide to give you a more educational tour of the temples. We were slightly rushed for time, and so we picked up a map with all the temples from the hotel and just followed along with Google as our guide. The main temples are all walking distance from each other, a pretty easy walk.
We made our way for some seaside time to Phuket, our first beach in Thailand.
Ooh. Smells like jasmine or some sort of flower.
We stayed at the Amari resort in Phuket, overlooking the sea. It was raining and incredibly green, so we didn't get to take advantage of the beach in the end. Not disappointed because we get plenty of beach time later on in the trip. We did eat the best seafood of our lives while in Phuket and tried some stinky durians.
What's it like?
It's like sweet, custard, not a bad taste to it.
Alright, my turn.
That's just what you gotta eat.
Durian. Liquidy stuff right here. I like it.
It's not bad.
Why did Zimmerman have such a problem with it? It's tasty.
I don't know. They're alive.
Oh my god. Look at the size of that.
Oh, right, moment. I just go, yeah, I just go.
Black crab.
Black crab, yeah.
2. Tell me how much. Okay.
Perfect.
2 tips for you. 1. Watch your step. 2. While in Phuket, head to Garzon food market at Patong. In retrospect, we learned that if you buy your seafood from outside the building, you'll get it at a steal.
2,000 baht worth of seafood.
Okay, how much? So people are showing up with their seafood that they purchased downstairs. They get up here and all these kiosks start begging for the business or screaming for the business. We went with number 6 and that was recommended to us by the dude that we bought our seafood from. Braised clams, sauces,
Tom yum with clams.
spices are perfect. Oh, perfectly coconutty. Thank you. That's tiger prawn, huh?
Yeah, tiger prawn, yeah.
Wow. So what sauce are you adding?
Yeah, sauce spicy, yeah.
Oh God. Yes. Thank you so much. Best meal this year, for sure.
The nightlife in Patong is actually something to witness. Whether you want to go out and get wasted, dance the night away, or just relax with a massage in a very suspect massage parlor, you've got plenty of options that roll into the wee hours of the morning.
Where are we going?
Lanta. Lanta was probably our favorite stop of all. It was laid back, low key, with a super relaxed vibe.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
So this one has all the hotels, all the restaurants. And what's the name of the island? Okay. And then that one has the locals. Sola, right? Sola? Yes. He's our friend from the boat.
We met Sola on the ferry on the way to Lanta, who just happened to have his own tuk-tuk parked at the Lanta ferry terminal upon arrival. We somehow fit 4 mid-sized suitcases and 2 backpacks onto his tuk-tuk and showed up at a luxury resort unannounced without a reservation. Layana's hotel resort manager actually met us at the pool later on to let us know about our epic arrival and wanted to personally meet us. The hotel grounds were beautifully lush and the service was impeccable.
Before we have 2 names. Your name is Patari and my nickname is Nana. Oh, you can call me Nana.
Nana.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you have any question, you can call to the reception number 2 or number 7.
Okay.
Okay.
2 or 7. Thank you, Nana.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask you, so if we go to town or go to eat somewhere...
You got me feeling hella loved, even when it's going down. Know that we gon' live it up. Young shot caller, always been a baller. Know that you the one, I can feel it in my heart. Yeah, I won't stop charging me, going come harder. I can see you and I, way beyond the stars, girl. I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you're the right girl, so I can only say that it feels right. It feels right. It feels right. It feels right.
Clutch move. We headed out the next day on the 4-island tour. Our hotel concierge hooked us up last minute, and we were the last ones to get on the buggy on the way to the boat. Best thing we did because Emerald Cave is worth seeing. The hordes of tourists, however, are not. I did have a moment of panic in the pitch black deep waters inside the cave when I lost sight of our tour guide holding the flashlight. but it opened up into this hidden cavern with a pristine beach and limestone cliffs.
What is this place called? Emerald Cave? Emerald Cave, yeah. And what, is there a name on the island or no? Okay, when we get back, I'm gonna write this down. I probably won't listen, but it's okay. Go up and down like a piston. Tell me, let me be the one. Wake up next to you, my darling, staring at the sun. Oh, tell me, let me be the one. Wake up next to you, my darling, staring at the sun. Oh.
We took our friend Sola out one night. After an impromptu stop at a festival marking the beginning of the month of fasting for Muslims, we stopped at his choice of restaurant for dinner. We enjoyed some authentic Thai food, spice level 5 of course, and called it a night. Until next time, Sola.
I remember seeing photos of Phi Phi Island when desktop screensavers were a new thing, so it's always been on the list. On a separate note, everyone says taking ferries can be tiring, but it was surprisingly nice to regroup and gather thoughts on each boat ride. Where are we right now? On this map?
Oh, so in this inset right here,
yeah,
we're in Koh Phi Phi Don.
Okay.
And Koh Phi Phi Lay is where we dive. Yeah, that's this island.
Okay, so this is a zoomed in version of that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All that diving left us hungry for some seafood later in the day. Walking the streets of Phi Phi is a sensory overload. There's shops, food stalls, roadside restaurants, fire dancers, there's music, dancing, everything going on at once.
The very next day, we left for Krabi, back to the mainland. We stayed at the Ban Sanai Resort in Ao Nang, and again, it was without a reservation. But they took us in. After the hustle and bustle of Phi Phi, all we wanted to do was relax. The one-day stay at Ban Sanai was unforgettably serene. It brought out the rare poet in me. As I sat there, like a loner, staring at the limestone cliffs, I had an epiphany and I wrote, The birds begin singing, and your worldly problems become less worrisome. A firefly flies by and you see things in a different light. The drizzle hits the coconut leaves, and you realize how swiftly the beat to life can change. The food in this part of the country tasted much different. It was less coconutty and much more on the spicier side.
That's duck. That is the seafood. Fish. Southern style curry. Okay, and this one? With chicken. We're off to Koh Samui.
We made it to Koh Samui. We opted to stay on Bopet Beach instead of Chaweng Beach just for a little bit of a quieter vibe. Definitely try to plan for a weekend at Koh Samui so that you can catch the night market at Fisherman's Village. Chill out with a hookah at Kokotam's beachside and stroll around the village to shop and appetizer hop like we did to find some gems, like this guy and his coconut. This no-nonsense lady didn't bargain with us to lower the price for her goodies, but we ended up breaking down, making a U-turn, and going back for her epic oyster plate. Hands down the best oysters we've had, and street side. Plus side, we didn't get any diarrhea.
Notice?
Okay, Lisa.
It's pretty good actually. It's like sour cream and onions. No joke.
Not the best, no?
Nah, grasshopper is much better.
What did it taste like? Bite?
You got a little sand in there. Almost buttery. A lot of protein and nutty.
That's what you get for having maggots.
We saw this place in photos and had to go. Oftentimes, that leads to disappointment, but the case was the opposite this time around. We highly recommend a trip out to this three-fingered island, also known as Konangwan. The white sandbar acts like the palm of a hand pulling it all together. Fellow snorkelers, go here. You won't be disappointed.
We were super ambitious about our time and actually made this our last day in Koh Samui before heading home the same day. Over 17 days in Thailand, 8 flights, 5 ferries, and many long-tail boats took us to 3 main cities and 10 islands. We came back home with lighter pockets, but definitely fuller hearts from the experience. Until next time, Thailand.